from Modern English School, Bihar Sharif branch. Today I am going to deliver my third lecture for your chapter Separation of Substances. In my previous two lectures, I have discussed different methods for separation of substances. Today I will discuss further about this chapter and another methods for separation of substances. So today's method is first is filtration. Filtration is the method by which we can separate insoluble. Filtration is also method by which we can separate insoluble substances from any solution. In my previous lecture, I have also discussed about sedimentation and decantation, and by sedimentation and decantation, we also separate insoluble substances from their solution, from liquid. And filtration is also used to separate insoluble particles, insoluble components from their liquid. But in filtration, all types of insoluble materials, insoluble impurities will be separated, but in sedimentation and decantation only heavy insoluble particles will be separated. By using sedimentation and decantation method, only heavier insoluble particles, only heavier insoluble impurities is separated. But by filtration, all types of insoluble impurities can be separated. In filtration method, we use any types of filter, as any filter paper or filter made by wires. So by using different types of filter, we can separate insoluble impurities, insoluble things from any liquid. As filtration method is used in our daily life, in our home, to filter tea leaf from tea. So this is the filtration method by which we separate insoluble particles from any liquid, either that is heavier or lighter than liquid. Next method is evaporation. Evaporation is that method of separation in which we separate soluble particles from any liquid. As if in liquid salt is mixed, if in water sugar is mixed, so how do we separate it? So by using evaporation method, we can separate water from sugar, or we can separate sugar, salt from its solution from water. In this method, we will heat the solution, mixture of salt and sugar, we will heat. So by heating, water will be converted into vapor, and sugar, salt and other or any other soluble particles, any other soluble impurities remain in the pot. So by heating or by using evaporation method, we can separate soluble things from any solution. So evaporation is the method by which salt is obtained from seawater. Salt is also obtained by seawater by using evaporation. In evaporation method, first of all, mixture is heated by any types of heat, and when liquid is evaporated into vapor, then solid which was soluble in water remain in pot, and by this way we can separate soluble particles from their liquid solution. And last method, that is condensation. Condensation is also method by which we can separate soluble impurities, soluble things from their liquid solution. In this way, we can obtain liquid and soluble solid particles both. There is a little difference between evaporation and condensation. In evaporation method, liquid is evaporated and converted into water vapor, but in condensation method we can get liquid also. In condensation method, after heating, when we heat, liquid is converted into vapor, but by using any cooling process, liquid vapor is converted into liquid. So in another pot, vapor is also converted into liquid, and solid which is soluble in water, which was soluble in water, is also obtained into another pot. So evaporation and condensation are the methods by which we can separate soluble particles, soluble impurities from their solution. In evaporation method, we cannot get liquid, but in condensation method, by cooling vapor, we can also get liquids by cooling vapor, and soluble liquids, soluble solid particles are also obtained. As for example, if we have to separate sugar from water solution, then first of all we will heat. After heating, water is converted into water vapor, and when water vapor is cooled, when we cool the water vapor again converted into water drops, and sugar remain in pot. So by using condensation and evaporation method, we can separate soluble particles, soluble impurities from their liquid solution. So students, these are some methods for separation of substances. We use separation method to obtain our desired materials. As we need different types of materials, we use different methods to separate different types of substances. And according to nature of components of mixture, we use different methods of separation to separate their impurities, to separate different substances. So now your separation of substances chapter is completed. Again we will meet with some new points. For today, that's all. Thank you. Have a nice day.